Hey guys, and welcome to the Yubellar deck profile. So, as you guys know, since it's the end of I this was the final deck to make an appearance. And, we gotta end every deck with the deck profile and just pretty much just go over what cards I ran, the reason why, and my overall thought of the deck. So we're just gonna jump right into it. Of course, we gotta run Yubel in the Yubellar deck. It's called Yubel plus Constellars Yubellar. So we run 2-1-1. I like 2-1-1. Some of the newer age people are trying to go 1-1-1, but the problem with me and why I don't like going 1-1-1 is because I don't want to make Armageddon Night. Actually, this is wrong. This is out. It was actually 3 Armageddon Nights. It was actually 3 Armageddon Nights. So my bad. There we go. So yeah. Because I don't want to make Armageddon Night dead. I mean, I believe that there was actually one of the duels where I actually drew like Yubel, Limitverse, and Armageddon Night, and I was like, that's why I run 2 Yubel. Because if I didn't, then Armageddon Night would be dead if I ever drew Yubel and didn't have Greffer to handle the situation. So even if I draw that 1 Yubel, I'll be like, oh, I just have another one in the deck. Send that, and then set a Limit Reverse or something. So that's the reason why I like it. Plus, it's another target for Dark Greffer. I know. I just like 2-1-1. That's just my thing. 1 Greffer. I started it off with 2 Greffers, 2 Armageddon Knights, but then I'm like, I'm not running nearly as much Darks. Like, if I was running like Doom Shaman and stuff, then yeah, more Greffer. But no, it's just pretty much just send Yubel. So pretty much just keep track of the hand, make sure everything's okay. If I can get a special summon off a discard, that's cool too. But pretty much it's just get that Yubel out of my hand. So since I'm not running as much, it's pretty much. Since I'm not running as many Dark Monsters, there's no point to run that many Greffers, so just 1 Greffer. And 3 Armageddon Knights to just make sure that when it's time to get the Dark to the graveyard, I got it. So I just definitely wanted to make sure I got that. So yeah, not a lot of Darks. We got BLS, pretty much someone suggested I make a Chaos Yubel deck, and like I said, I wanted to do Chaos Yubel deck. I had the Darks, but I needed the Lights. So what, Lights? So I was like, I like Constellars. They're cool Lights. So I decided to go with Constellars. In the end, not enough Darks. Definitely not enough Darks. Yeah, that was kind of my fault. I kind of went too Constellar, not enough Dark. But, yeah, that's understandable. That's the reason why I don't think BLS was ever summoned at all. Or did I ever get him? I can't remember if I ever got him. I don't even think I ever got him to my hand. But yeah, he was in there. Just not enough Darks. Most of the time I got Chaos Sorcerer, and when I got Chaos Sorcerer, there wasn't enough Darks. Like, I had all Lights in my graveyard. I believe I summoned it on the final duel, the last part. The reason why I summoned that is because I happened to draw Armageddon Knight. But, it was kind of situational. I mean, I could have normal summoned and made Lala Chain Detach, send Armageddon Knight, then summon Chaos Sorcerer. But the point is that there's definitely not enough Darks in this deck to be doing this. So, if you guys actually want to try to do this deck, I definitely recommend that you need more Darks. So, there we go. Then we go into the Constella part. Triple Pollux. Pollux is awesome. He gives you that additional normal summon of a Constellar, so you can go Pollux into Kaos, and level up Kaos, and level up Pollux, and then go into Pleiades, and then be a jerk with Pleiades. Definitely being a jerk like that. So, he's a light, he can't be Veilered, so that's just awesome. We got Kaos, he's the boss monster in the deck. Basically, he just levels up to level 5, which is definitely what you want to do at times, just go up to level 5 to make the Pleiades. But Kaos is just strong in himself. I mean, he is 1800 in himself. I've never done the decrease by 1, it's always been up by 1 on both cards, so yeah. And then we got Algaidi. Algaidi gives you that special summon of Constellar Buster, so it's kind of like another Pollux. So you can go like Algaidi summon. You can go like Pollux summon Algaidi summon, go for Shockmaster or something like that. But I know you guys were probably wondering where's Sombre. Well, it's not a Constellar deck. If it was a complete Constellar deck, of course Sombre would be in here. But yeah, so I didn't really think that. Nor did I have room to run Sombre. So nope, no Sombre. So that's our Constellars, and we run Bear. And you're thinking, why do you run Bear? And the reason why I run Bear is because I run Tenki. Why do I run Tenki? To get the boss monster, Kaos. Duh, he's a Beast Warrior. So that's what I like to do, and I love to throw chairs. I did have him at 3, but then I took him down to 2 because I forgot about Dark Hole. I know Dark Hole's not really good against the top tier decks, but you know what? I'm not always facing top tier decks, so I gotta toss that Dark Hole back in there. So minus a Bear, which will pop 1 card for Dark Hole. Which can pop a lot of cards. So yeah, it's fair. It's fair. I did attempt to run Summoner Monk in the beginning. I think you can see that with the Cali effect duel, where pretty much Summoner Monk did nothing because I didn't really have enough spells. I mean, in a regular Yubel deck, I love Summoner Monk because a regular Yubel deck runs a lot of spells, but this deck not so much. Like 13's kind of like So yeah, I decided to take him out. So that's why Summoner Monk's not in here. And that's all our monsters. So spells, of course, we got the 5 staples of the Yubel deck. We got the Foolish, Descend to the Grave, the Heavy, the Rhoda for not only Dark Graph and Armageddon Knight, but you can also search for Pollux. Yeah, he's a warrior too. So yeah, you can Rhoda for him too. Monster Reborn and Dark Hole. Got that double MST, you know, I gotta get that back row hate just a little bit, just enough. You know, just a 2. I was running at 3, but then I decided to take it down to 2 because 3 was a little bit too much. You know, you guys know how much I hate back row, and there's been a handful of duels where I just lose because, you know, I just get back rowed. I mean, it happens, it's Yu-Gi-Oh! But, you know, it's not enough back row now to be like, oh yeah, just, hate, you know. So, just 2. Then we got triple instant fusion, and you're wondering why instant fusion? Well, I know you guys have seen the play. Pretty much I can summon for a level 4 or a level 5 fusion and, you know, go into XC. So definitely the reason why I love instant fusion in this deck is because of Ojamanite. He is a level 5 light, so pretty much you can just go cost level up to 5 instant fusion, pay 1,000, summon Ojamanite, Pleiades, just like that. You know, you don't even need the other Constella. Like, I just love that play. Like, that's one of my favorite plays. As you guys know, in daily duels coming up, I am going to be doing a Constellar deck, and Instant Fusion's in it. I just love that play. Like, I mean, I really don't care about the 2 monster zones because, you know, I'm just going to get rid of it anyway. But I do definitely love that play right there. Like I said, we run Tenkies, I already explained that, Bear, and to make allow you to get costs faster, because not only because costs go with his own Constellars, but costs can go with the instant fusion, so you need to get him quick, so you can just go bam, Pleiades, faster. So yeah, you'll see more of it in the Constellar deck. And then we got triple call and triple limit reverse, because, you know, it's still a Yubel deck, even though most of the time I just kept on drawing limit reverse with no target at all. It was kind of weird. Like, most of the time it'd be like, oh, well, I can just limit reverse Tinker, or I can limit reverse Summoner Monk, but this deck is kind of like Yubel or bust, because I don't believe that anything else is less than 1,000 in this deck. I think it's literally just Yubel, so, yeah, kind of dropped the ball on that one, but the premise of the deck was pretty cool, but in the end, I really didn't like it. Alright, extra deck. Double Pleiades. You know, it's not a Constellar deck, so I only went with 2. I was running 3, but then I took one out and put in another Omega, because, you know, back row hate a little bit more, because I know I went for Omega, he lasted, and then he died, and then he set more back row. I was like, I wish I could have gone for another Omega. I think I lost that duel, but, yeah. Like I said, not a Constellar deck. It is half a Yubel deck, so you don't need that extra deck space to be running triple Pleiades. Double M7. M7 is awesome. You can detach to bounce a card back. You can get stuff from your graveyard. You can double overlay, so you can, like, use your double Pleiades, bounce it, and just turn him into an M7. Just make him a 27 beater, so that's really cool. Omega, he's kind of like his own lance for Constellar monsters, so that's really good. You know how much I hate back row. That's another reason why I only needed really 2 MSTs, because the back row was so much hate, I could probably just go for Omega and then just block it. So, definitely, like the Omega, he's awesome. He's his own lance. He doesn't even decrease attack. We got that Gaia Charger. Gaia Charger, he goes over cards like Pleiades when they're out of it, you know, and you don't want to go for like an M7, and he has Pierce, so ouch, you know, I could do some serious damage. He also goes well with Volcasaurus, yeah. The reason why Volcasaurus' last part of his effect is not even relevant. What's it? Like, oh, this card cannot attack your opponent directly to turn it to this effect to detach the pop face of monster, and they take the entire damage. Oh, so you have one monster, I go for Volcasaurus, I detach pop, you take half the attack. Oh, I can't attack you directly with Volcasaurus? Okay, well, overlay for Gaia. He can attack you directly, so it's pretty much, what's the point of even him having that last part when you could just simply go for a Gaia and just attack him directly with that? So, that's pretty much it. Which is a huge chunk of damage depending on what you popped. That could be over half the opponent's life points. We run a Shockmaster, you know, you gotta get that Shockmaster on this that can summon 3 monsters, you know, like I said, you can go Pollux, Algaidi, summon something else, and then make a Shockmaster, or you can discard, special summon Greffer, normal summon Pollux, normal summon Algaidi, you know, stuff like that. So, you can make a Shockmaster, and, you know, and Shockmaster can be a jerk, and he when he gets on the field first turn, he can mess up things. So definitely got to have the Shockmaster. We run that Star Liege Paladimino because we have lights. So if you want to go into rank 4, that's not Omega, you can go and that requires lights. You can go for Paladimino. You know, you can detach, target one of your opponent's monsters. You reduce their attack to 0, and if you do, you negate the effect. So pretty much, this card doesn't work against Yubel because, as you can see right there, target one face-up monster your opponent controls. Its attack becomes 0, and if it does, its effects are negated. So Yubel's already at 0, so you can't really do it unless you power up Yubel, which generally you're not. But so if Yubel's already at 0, you can't reduce me down to 0. It's the same ruling with Slifer. Slifer can't reduce Yubel's attack down by 2,000 because I'm already at 0. So therefore, I'm not destroyed by Slifer the Sky Dragon. But it's really good. And then when he is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you get to draw a card by your opponent. You get to draw a card. So this guy is just all plus. Like, this guy is so awesome. Just gotta love this guy. He can F your opponent up, and then when he dies, draw a card. So you pretty much get a card back for just having him. Gotta run that Maestro. Maestro, he's the go-to Ixie. He blocks himself when he's destroyed, and he's kind of like a Book of Moon. So you'll always see. As long as I have 4s, you'll see Maestro, because Maestro is just the go-to guy. When you're in a pinch, he'll be there for you. And we got Chain, because Chain can detach to send stuff to the graveyard, or he can put monsters on top. I don't really think I did the effect to put monsters on top in any of the duels, but I could have. But sending, yeah, you can definitely do that. So I think I did that on the final duel just to summon out Chaos Sorcerer, just to summon out Chaos Sorcerer. So that's what's up. And then we got our fusions. We got the double Andromeda Knight and the Carabanala Warrior, which is a level 4, and he's a warrior. So if you want to go for Armageddon Knight, drop a dark, instant fusion, coming over, you can go for Blade Armor, you can go for Excalibur. So that's pretty much the deck. As of course you guys know, I don't do side decks because it's kind of personal. Overall opinion of the deck, I don't like it. There's not enough darks. Pretty much, once again, it's kind of like when I did. What deck did I do? I think I tried to put 2 decks together. I think I tried to do a Yubel Madara deck. I'm not sure if you guys remember that. I think that was season 4. And pretty much in the end, I was like, they deserve their own decks. They should be separate. That's my opinion right here with this deck. Yubel, stick with Yubel. Constellars, stick with Constellars. There's no really need to put them together. I mean, when you try to think about it in your head, it sounds pretty cool. You got the dark and the light. You can run BLS and Chaos Sorcerer. In the end, it really didn't work. And they were kind of just stepping on each other. Kind of most of the time, I'd open with Constellar hand. Sometimes I'd open up with Yubel, and it'd just be like, And I know you guys are going to give me some hate on this, but I miss Doom Shaman a lot. I love Doom Shaman. Doom Shaman is one of my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and in my opinion, the best Yubel deck is Doom Shaman. You get that Doom Shaman with the Tinker, run some swings, you can synchro for 8. It's just so good, So that's just my favorite version of Yubel deck. And during duels with this deck, I was just like, wow, I wish I could summon Doom Shaman and sync for 8. I just missed him, and I'm glad that I'm not really going to be doing any of these variant Yubel decks. Of course, there is going to be a Yubel deck in daily duels, but I'm just miss Doom Shaman. I really wish that he was in this deck, but he wasn't, and that's one of the reasons why I really don't like it. I just feel like the deck should just stick to it. So, in daily duels, there will be a Yubel deck, there will be a Constellar deck, and they will not intertwine. The only relationship that they have is that they happen to be in the same series. So that's pretty much it. So tell me what you guys think of this deck. If you guys want to try to tinker with it and make it better, go ahead. I really don't care, but I really didn't like the deck, and that's my overall opinion. So next episode is the finale of Vitamin Y. So hope you guys are looking forward to it. Not going to spoil it, but it is big. So I hope you guys are looking forward to it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow.